Welcome everyone. Happy Moon Day Monday. It's time for Nighttime Astro Live. Hi, I'm Shannon Lemaire. I'm your host of Nighttime Astro Live and owner and operator of Lunar Ladies. Welcome to looking at the stars, seeing what's going on up there and celebrating this powerful new moon together. Well, it's not happening just yet. It will happen tomorrow night. And I do have an announcement that I will be posting tomorrow morning, or maybe I'll post it tonight. And but I'm going to do a new thing. And Sherry Click-Taylor was super helpful with an amazing idea. And I was sitting with it and I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of fun. I would really like to do that. So what I'm going to be doing on the new moons is I'm really into flowers. Let me just say, I'm really into flowers. And of course, it's summer. We just had Midsummer's Day and celebrating the beauty of things blooming and bursting with color and creativity. So what I want to do with on the new moon is there's a site that lists all the flowers for each of the signs. And so for each new moon, in the sign that it is, I'm going to get a plant, a flower for that sign. And I'm going to offer to the community, if you would like to join in a special ceremony where you'll send me your intentions and I'll put them on paper, just like we used to do with the full moon pujas. And I'm going to do a singing bowl ceremony over those intentions. And then, of course, change their molecular composition by lighting them on fire and gathering their ash. And then I'm going to put those ashes in the plant that will be potted the week of the new moon. So we'll gather together, set intentions. You'll send me those if you'd like to participate. We'll do that just like we do with the puja, with the love offering donation. And then I'll take those that want to participate with the love offering, because we have to do the exchange of energy for it to really seal the deal. And then I will do a singing bowl ceremony. I have 7 chakra crystal singing bowls plus my Tibetan bowls. And I'll tune them up. I'll sing them with harmony and love and thanksgiving. And then I will free them through fire, gather the ash, put it in the soil, put that plant in the mixture, and then cultivate it, care for it, nurture it, and take photos so that those who participate can see their plant growing. And then we'll see what happens. So it'll be a way to honor your intentions to grow those new moon goals, and with the help of nature, with the help of the goddess, with the help of the flowers and the angels and the singing bowls, which is harmony. So I'm going to post a link to how you can participate in that tomorrow. And I'm going to do the singing bowl ceremony on Thursday, because that's Jupiter's day that will expand the energy in this new moon week. All right, isn't that exciting? So thank you to Sherry for that wonderful idea and to inspire me to come up with something fun for our community to participate in. And we can pick up where we left off with full moon puja energy, and we'll put that into this new moon frequency to grow our goals, our dreams, our hopes, and our wishes. So feel free to tag me or send me a message if you'd like more information, or contact me directly, Shannon@lunarladies.com, or you can tag me in live or send me a Facebook message. Okay, great. So where are we at in the cosmos tonight? Tonight we're at the balsamic night before the full moon or the new moon energy. So it's called the balsamic, entering the void, the pure stillness vibration. And we'll celebrate the new moon happening tomorrow at 7:52 p.m. here in California. Hi, June, welcome. So happy to have you here. We're going to be talking about the new moon. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get into the new moon. It is powerful because it is conjuncting, meaning within 10 degrees. So the closer it is, the more intense it is, with the black moon Lilith, who's in Cancer at this time. And I believe they're all the same degree, or she's 8 degrees. But I really am going to be knowing this energy because when I had my birthday on Friday, The black moon at 7 degrees Cancer was my ascending planet for the moment the sun returned to where it was when I was born. So it's a black moon Lilith year for me. So why not plant some flowers on the new moon with in the good company of our community? All right, so I'm going to share my screen. We're going to look at the new moon chart so you can get comfortable and familiar with what's the chart saying. And then I'm going to redirect you over to the blog post that I posted today, which really breaks it down for you if you'd rather look at beautiful pictures and language content text. All right. And of course, you can post your comments and questions if you are watching live or watching the replay. All right. So let's share the screen. Take a look at the chart, so you know where to look for this in your own personal natal chart. Over so I can see your comments. Okay, so the new moon is happening June 28th, 7:52 p.m. here on the West Coast, 10:52 p.m. tomorrow night on the East Coast. So find your time zone to know when it's happening exact for you. Somewhere between 7:52 p.m. if you're in California or the West Coast, or 10:52 p.m. if you're in the East Coast. Mountain time would be 8:52 p.m. Central time, 9:52 p.m. East Coast time, 10:52 p.m. And let's see, +5, 12:52 a.m. if you're in the UK. Yay! Go Europe! Hi, Ken. Welcome. Yes, it's happening. We are in the portal. It's already sucked us into the vortex. Okay, so what is happening? First of all, we go right to the new moon and sun. Now, if you're just getting into astrology, especially working with the energy of the lunar cycle, a new moon happens when the sun and moon come together at the same degree. That starts a new cycle. Conjunctions are about beginning cycles. Hi, Sarah. Welcome, beautiful. So happy you're here. Welcome, love, love. All right, we're just getting started. So this is where you're going to be looking in your chart. You're going to find the sign of Cancer. It's the 6 and the 9. Okay, it's between Gemini and Leo. It's where you find Cancer. The new moon and sun come together at the same degree at 7 degrees Cancer. So we're looking at 7 degrees Cancer in your personal natal charts. What makes this really powerful is the black moon right there at 8 degrees. So black moon is saying, hey, move over, sun and moon. This is my cycle. we're all going, oh, okay, honey, okay. So when I go over, highly recommend going over to lunarladies.com and clicking on the latest blog post, mirror reflection. So the black moon. So I made this image because it really spoke to me. She is our shadow energy, meaning what's been repressed. Okay, so the new moon is creating a cycle around Cancer, feelings. What feelings, what emotions have been repressed, suppressed, or oppressed? Cancer says since your childhood, as well as possibly within the emotional body structure of your ancestral family tree. So the black moon is bringing up these emotions that are in the shadow, meaning they're not able to be seen, or they may be working in the subconscious energy. You kind of don't know why you feel the way you feel, or act or react the way you react. That's a symbol or an energetic of the black moon Lilith. Now, we don't need to be afraid of the black moon because she is where our power is. She's showing us where our power has been kept from us. And in Cancer, it's a water sign, it's a cardinal sign. So it's a leader sign creating a new cycle around your emotions. How do you feel? And the black moon says, how do you really feel? We are about to find out. Now, it is no accident that in the United States, we are dealing with the issues of motherhood, women's bodies, the emotional energy is up in our collective with the Supreme Court and things happening there. So that's no accident, might be by design, we don't know, but the black moon is our key because she will transform whatever it is that you are connecting to, and be Gemini, curious about it, go into the Cancer, feel it, come out the other side, Leo, and celebrate what you experience and discover. Hi, Janice, welcome. She's already got on her natal chart here, natal Mercury, 13 Cancer, Pallas Athena, 14 Cancer, second house. Awesome, good job at finding where this new moon is happening. So for Janice, she's going to be exploring and looking at her second house in her chart. Second house, what's that about? About our feelings of safety and security, about our ability to feel, to manifest abundance or material wealth, what we need. It's about do I have what I need? And a Cancer says, do I have what I need emotionally? Do I have emotional abundance? What does that mean? And Cancer will say, look at your family, look at your childhood. Where did you have your needs met, your emotional needs met? And if you look back and you go, wow, I don't know if I got all my needs met, that's okay. There might be a black moon signature there that says, hey, let's work together during this lunar cycle so I can help you transform anything that might be stuck there. She's a great energy to release stuck energy. And right now she's in Cancer, so you're releasing stuck emotional energy, stuck family energy, emotional, ancestral lineage, dysfunctional energy, and we'll look through the mother's side of the tree, right? So if you want to check in with yourself, then start to check in with mother energy and the maternal line. That's where you're really going to ignite this power in your life. So once you understand what the power is, then you find where it's happening in your chart, like Janice, and then you get to work. And you're like, okay, I've got the magnifying glass and I'm starting to see what's there. Wow, your mom just came back home. Hooray. Oh, lots of mama trauma. Oh, honey, totally. Take your time. That's another gift of Cancer energy. She is not in a rush. She goes side to side, back and forth. 2 steps back, 1 step forward, back and forth. She does the cha-cha. So music, comfort, be gentle with yourself. You're a newborn in this state, like especially if you're a mother, you know what it's like to care for your child. Be gentle, rock, lullaby, softness, fuzziness, comfort food, comfort, really just take good care of yourself. Go slow, go slow. Cancer, again, not in a rush. And it gets really annoyed if you rush Cancerian energy. It gets really annoyed. So yeah, so do some cha-cha, Janice, in the kitchen, right? And again, Cancer rules the breast and the stomach in the chart. So be in the kitchen, take care of the tum-tum, make some good, nourishing, loving, put love in your food, like really give yourself what you need to feel your emotional body be fed. Now for Janice, she got real specific and found the planets there. And for her, the Mercury, 13 degrees, is what we would say in conjunction with this new moon cycle, meaning it's within 10 degrees. So that's getting activated for Janice in her chart. She doesn't have to go much further than that. If she sticks to the Mercury, Pallas Athena power, that's really the sweet spot. That's the music. And if you focus there, then the rest of the chart responds in correspondence to that harmonic connection. Okay. So Black Moon and Lilith energy is about, she does look at our shadow looks at our fears, right? Looks at what we're afraid of. In Cancer, she's afraid of abandonment. The Black Moon in Cancer is about feeling abandoned. So you want to look in life, right now, or maybe in childhood, where did you feel abandoned or left? And to complete the picture, to resolve the abandonment fears or phobia or showing up in life some way, you look to the counterpoint in Capricorn. And the Black Moon in Capricorn is needing to control the external circumstances. Why? Because there's a fear of abandonment. Like the child who was helpless got abandoned or neglected. So then the opposite extreme gets switched on that says, I got to control my environment. And so then your grip on external forces, it becomes very fine-tuned, but it leaves you more codependent in relationship because you think you need someone there to fulfill you rather than being able to fulfill yourself. June says, I've been baking my butt off. Yes, I love it. Taking them out to the neighborhood, drumming up business. Oh, beautiful, June. Yes, you and Janice are like water for chocolate in the kitchen. Let's put that Reiki, that love, that power, that joy in the food, and people will come back wanting more. Okay, so that's kind of this frequency that we're wanting to look at, and you can get more information in the blog post. I'm calling it Mirror Reflections because Cancer is water, it's a mirror, and we're looking through our oppressed, repressed, suppressed feelings, but they might go way, way back. So you want to follow your emotional body through the timelines, through the layers, what's really there, and definitely go back into childhood and then go into your tree roots of your maternal family line. Now, Vesta is in Pisces. So she's the goddess of divine love and service, and she's at Pisces 6 degrees. So she's forming a beautiful trine. And she's saying, and she's also opening the doorway to Neptune, who's going to go retrograde tonight at midnight. So Neptune's like, yeah, you got the Black Moon and in the Cancerian new moon vibration, but I'm going retrograde. So don't forget that part. So that's really about opening up our psyche. And not only are we going to be looking at our childhood, but we can be looking through timelines, past lives, Akashic records, the field of who you are as a citizen of the cosmos. So she's saying, hey, I'm going to help you connect with your own Akashic field, your psyche, your unlimited access to past life and knowledge and understanding and who you are. And she's saying, stay firm in your faith, meaning what do you believe in? What brings you joy? And that's the other thing that the Black Moon is saying. Like, as you go back into your childhood, what memories lift you up? Like, oh, I love when that happened, or I really have good memories of this relative or this holiday or this moment or this year. Like, wow, it was so fun. Or I got a bike, or I got a dog, or, something that really was like, yes, that was the best time ever. So you want to hold on to those and put them in your basket of faith that says, stay firm in that energy, because the Black Moon's going to be opening up the reverse, saying, what memories brought you down? Where's your sadness, your grief, your neglect, your loneliness, right? Where's the pain, the trauma, the sadness? You're going to have a strong, positive, empowered anchor to go deep into that, what the Irish call the Welshmere of emotional memories, because that holds the whirlpool of the pain. And sometimes the pain is not yours, it's ancestral pain. Sometimes the pain is not from this life, but something you brought with you to heal. And then sometimes the pain is from this life, from childhood, or even from not that long ago. So you want to have a good, strong Vesta anchor into the goodness, the faith, the hope, the dream, because you don't want the outside world to beat you up, right? Or these external influences. You want to have something bright and warm and fuzzy and gentle and soft and loving to connect with, to hang on to. So you're going to be, as you dive deep into the Black Moon mirror, you've also got to be connected to your spiritual belief, because something very beautiful is awakening in your soul over the next 6 months, if not right now, right in this moment, because we're going to be living this imprint until the full moon in Cancer, which will be in December. All right, so you can learn more about the Black Moon. She has lots to say, but we're looking at any fears around abandonment and neglect. Now, Neptune retrograde is going to take us to December, going to take us towards that full moon in Cancer. So we get almost a 5.5 month sojourn into the beautiful mystery of our of the universe within, right? And she's going to be moving from 25 to 22 degrees Pisces. So you can also find that in your chart. You don't have to find that right now. You can come back to it, but it is worth a hello. Hi, Neptune. Where are you in my chart? What does this mean for me? But she's talking about, it's interesting that the Sabian symbol for 25 degrees Pisces is the new moon. And I'm like, what? Neptune is going retrograde on the new moon, and your Sabian symbol is the new moon? I think I better pay attention. So this is saying Neptune wants to leave your options open and available. And I was chatting, so lucky to chat with Ken earlier today, and we were talking about like, wow, just bringing up things like, I can't even imagine that. And that is a good thing to say, because Neptune is saying, you can't imagine it, because it goes beyond your kind of personality awareness of the world. It goes more into soul, higher soul, and way out there that this information is coming. So the advice is to keep your options open. Be available for the unknown. Be excited, be curious, be joyful. Your higher self is geared to take you beyond your wildest dreams. So you can always say, like, if you're putting your intentions out for the new moon, this or something better, bigger, better, wilder than my dream. It's like you could just announce that you're open to that, and then smile. So the journey is opening up your spiritual gifts and your psychic powers. That's why you don't want to put limits on it by trying to figure it out, because the lower mind isn't capable. It's the higher self that takes over at that point. Neptune is helping you shape your reality by helping you reconnect to the power of your imagination. And how this is done is by holding your attention continually upon your chosen reality. This is not a time to be focused on the regrets, the woe, the sadness, the grief, the anger, the rage, right? This is a time to go, what is my true chosen reality? What does it look like? What does it feel like? And merge with that. You want to merge with the feeling, imagination, energy of your chosen reality. That's how you rebalance the collective. That's how you reconnect to your higher self right now in the physical world. And then finally, we've got this Sun, Moon, Lilith squaring Jupiter at 7 degrees, an exact cardinal square. Hi, Mary. Welcome. I just saw your comment. Cancer here. Yay. Hi, Sister Cancer. Yesterday was my solar return. Oh, Mary. Happy return of the sun, birthday. You've got this energy in your chart for the year. You and I got a similar energy going on for our solar return. Happy birthday. I'm so happy to get to wish you a happy birthday and celebrate your solar return with a new moon. Good job. So pay special attention to what's going on so you can bring this energy into your life right now, because when we have our birthday, our solar return, our batteries are supercharged, and we want to set into motion our magical chosen reality. Okay, June says Neptune 16 degrees in my 11th house of Sag. Wow, so you've got you're in the Neptune, what they call Neptune square, transiting Neptune, squaring your natal Neptune. So that's a great time to empower and activate your psyche. Now, for June, I know her chart, she's a Pisces moon, natal Pisces moon. So Jupiter plays a big role for her in her life, her work, her soul's mission, you know. Isn't that cool? A lot going on, right, June? Oh, you're so welcome, Mary. My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for spending your solar return here with us on this live. Okay, so the next big thing is Jupiter square, the new moon, sun, and black moon Lilith. Let's go back to the blog post because I loved this this image. I'm really into images. That's very Neptunian trait. You're very visual. So the Sabian symbol for Jupiter at 7 degrees is a woman, facing the east, and she's wearing a hat with like streamers kind of flowing off of her hat. So it's about opening up and allowing spirit to flow through the mind, the head. Aries rules the head. Jupiter wants to expand. Is coming into square with this deep emotional power. So we have to allow things to move through us. And Jupiter is bringing that fire, air energy, where Cancer is bringing that earth, water energy. Okay. So Jupiter, what's interesting about the square with Jupiter and the sun and moon and Lilith and Cancer is Jupiter is the planet that becomes exalted when he moves into Cancer. Now he's squaring Cancer. He's using Cancerian energy as an activation point for the Jupiter in Aries power. And so this is a great sign for us because Jupiter loves Cancer. It's not fighting Cancer. So we say the Cancer, sun and moon and Lilith say, oh, over here, Jupiter, come and join us. Come join our frequency, right? Because you will exalt us. So this is really, to me, the key of the chart. Once you understand the black moon Lilith, that's foundational. Then move over to Jupiter so you can see how to activate when you're ready the power. So as a side note, hey, hi Annie, welcome beautiful, just in time. Talking about Jupiter square, activation principle. Oh, thank you, Janice. Yes, solar return report. You can definitely go to lunarladies.com, and if you go to offerings, the solar return report is $44. Right? I can get that all beautified and some commentary for you. Happy to create that for you. Alrighty. So with the sun square Jupiter, this is so the new moon. Just to preface this, the new moon in Cancer is a powerful lunar cycle. Why? It is when the new moon in Aries that starts the zodiac year moves into its first quarter square, because Aries squares Cancer. So it's similar to a first quarter moon. It's about getting into action. So we will be getting into action with Jupiter in Aries for 3 months until we get to the new moon in Libra. So this summer is fuel. Maybe that's why the gas prices in the United States are so high, is because this Jupiter square. It's expanding the nature of fuel. But we want to take that fuel within and bring in that rich value of it within. Okay, so let's take a look. What does this mean to us? So it's our activation moment. It's a hot spot. It's Aries. It's fire. Your I am presence. The choice is about allowing the Jupiter and Aries energy into the emotional body to fuel it to make change. Remember, squares are opportunities for growth, inspiring us to make change, helping us, right? So now is the time to allow the power of traditional wisdom into your life. Now, Cancer is going to say, well, what are the traditional wisdoms of your family tree, of your culture, of your background, your ethnicity, your religions, your spirituality? Like, what's the wisdom? in the family tree. This is where you're really going to contact this power, right? So like I can look at my own life and go, wow, I've got a lot of Celtic energy on both sides of my family tree. Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, and the north of France. That's basically, I'm 75% that. So I think I'm going to start there. So I'm going into the wisdom. The Celtic wisdom is my fuel, right? And then I'm going to look at that and feel into it and go, which do I resonate? Wow, I really resonate with that. I'm going to make that my life today. And remember, the best we can do is just for today. Don't worry about making long-term plans and I got to do this, because sometimes we set our goals too high and we might not be able to meet them and then we just throw them all away. But if we set a daily goal and we do our best to meet it, then we celebrate by the end of the day, and it's much more rewarding and will inspire long-term change. Okay, so what is the traditional wisdom of your family tree? Call upon your ancestors and ask them, send me spiritual guidance and also protect me in my life right now. Because the ancestors are calling. They're like, we are here to help you. We can offer you guidance, and we can also, which to me feels very important right now, is offer you protection. I like being protected. Maybe that's just me, but I just love that feeling. I'm a Cancer, right? Cancer sun like Mary. It feels good to feel safe and secure. I like that. Cancer does rule my second house in my chart. So like Janice, I like that feeling. So I'm definitely going to be like, hello, Viking Celtic warrior ancestors, come and protect your great, great, great granddaughter. So I don't feel afraid in life, or to go to try something new, right? So they're like, we got you, no worries. Unwatched 24/7. So who are the ancestors in your family tree that will be there to guide you and protect you? Especially if you're being called to do something new and different. All right. Also, Jupiter wants you to know, every choice you make now, like, where are we, right? We're always here. We're always now. Janice will laugh. I like to bring up Bill. Bill always said, Shannon, where are you? I'm like, here. So Shannon, what time is it? I'm like, now. And he's all, see? I was like, oh, here and now. Oh, I get it. Thank you. The wisdom according to Bill. Yes, bring on the ancestors. Okay, so every choice you make now, call in your ancestors' wisdom to help you. Let's do it. Let us be wise guys now. Right? Let's be in the now. Let's call on, remember, hey, call on the ancestors for wisdom and guidance and protection. And you're going to feel that hello from them, right? And you might go, give me a sign so I know you're with me. You might go, oh, wow, this is, okay, I really like the butterfly. And then when the butterflies come, you're like, yes, that's my calling card from my ancestors. So you can do things like that to help you really get those physical signs that they are there with you, because you opened the veil and invited them to come through. And they're here. They want us to call upon them. And you don't have to go too far back in your tree. You might have relatives who passed on that were always there as wisdom and guidance for you and protectors. So you can always call on like grandpa or grandma or great grandma, and from spirit, and they will be there as well. Okay, so make sure to call your ancestors that are beyond the trauma, right? Because the ancestors that went through trauma don't have the medicine. They're still seeking the medicine for the trauma. So we go further back in our tree and we get there before the trauma, meaning before there was a weakening through pain and suffering. So then we can get that pure family medicine, and we put it into our spirit, our soul, our body, our life's experience right here, right now. And then that actually translates and reverberates through your tree, so that even the ancestors that experience the trauma will receive the love and the support that act of power and love that you did for yourself gets translated through. Okay, another thing is when you take your ancestors' advice and you act on it, like, advice. Oh, I actually acted on it. You gift your entire family tree a healing. So there you go. So with this particular Sabian symbol for 7 degrees Aries, and if you want to look at your Aries ruled house, you can see where this square is happening. So for me, I got my Cancer is in my first house, then that Aries is right in that 11th, 10th, 11th house right there. So I would look to those houses to really fine tune it. Now this particular Sabian symbol has a deep connection to Eastern philosophies. So if you're into Taoism, Buddhism, the Vedas, Hinduism, they would also be really good to say hello to that beautiful gift of wisdom and knowledge that our collective has left in the Akashic Library. Balloons, winds of change, awareness of shifts and signs. So air element, because those streamers are blowing, and it's eastern wind, meaning new beginnings, rising sun. Okay, the other thing I want to point out is where are we going for the next 2 weeks? So we're going to look at our Cancer moon, our Cancer ruled house for the Cancer moon. The lunar mansion is number 8, the gap. So I think that was so cool with the black moon at 8 degrees, and we have this at the 8th lunar mansion, and it's the gap, the in-between. The gateway is stillness. The human design gateway is stillness, which is, that's the power of the new moon. It's in between and it's still. Then we have the Virgo crescent moon. So when you see the Virgo moon or the crescent moon in the sky, will be in Virgo. That's the apprentice moon. Anybody want to learn over the next 6 months? Time to become the apprentice. And then the first quarter will be in Libra on July 6th. And that's the Black Knight's moon, like really moving, not rushing, more of a slower pace, bringing in harmony and balance through the door and through the energy of the depth. And the first quarter lunar symbol is a moon siesta. All right. Exactly. All right, so let's get to the Sabian symbol and then we'll go back to the chart. So the Sabian symbol is 7 degrees, for 7 degrees Cancer is, close your eyes and imagine this, because I'm sure it'll bring a smile to your face. Rabbits, right? Our magical spirit guide of the rabbits has shown up. So we have the power animal of rabbits. Rabbits that are dressed in fine clothes and they're on parade. So hopefully that brings a smile to your face. There were a lot of Victorian rabbit pictures. I'll have to show you real quick because they were so cute. Okay, Victorian rabbit pictures. I looked this up. I was like, oh, they're so cute. Images. So these are the guys that are on parade. Right? Wearing fine clothes. Right? They got nice clothes. They're on parade, having a good time. So the Victorian rabbits, I was looking for their outfits. Right? Here they are looking so cute. Right? This is the Sabian symbol's energy. And I like that they're associated with rabbits or with Easter. Right? There's a cutie guy with his bow tie. All right, so those are fun images. And when you connect with those images, what your psyche starts to register and get the downloads under the new moon's power. So this is about the real. Remember, your task is to focus on your chosen reality. What reality do you want as your reality? That makes it real. And it also reminds me of the Velveteen Rabbit. The little boy loved the rabbit so much, it became real. It was real to him. Okay, so the real is established as it is dramatized. So this is about experiencing your life with greater passion, meaning dressed up, fine things, antique lace, beautiful things, fine clothes, right? He's dressed up. He's not fooling around. So this is saying it is time to heal the emotional body at this time, to help you go deeper into clearing the past and the trauma and the sadness and the pain. Is you've got to experience your life with greater passion, greater joy, more finery, more beauty. So the symbol of fine clothes is about saying that you are ready as a soul to level up, right? And the outer appearance will match the inner beauty. So if you find yourself, especially from the pandemic, most of us started wearing sweats a lot, pajamas, right? But now it's really time to say, hey, I want to level up my outer appearance. I want to feel different. I want to wear my finest clothes. I want to imagine my life that I'm living a life that requires or is inspired to be dolled up or, really focused on that. So the energy of the rabbit is about good luck, fertility, creative intelligence. And it's saying that we're ready to evolve to the next level of valuing ourselves. That's really what Saving Symbol is about. So watch out for any emotions that about being something you're not, or if anyone or anything has been deceiving you in life. So when we look at a power, the new moon and sun, it's opposite the earth. So right now the earth is in Capricorn. And that's why our friends in the Southern Hemisphere, they're in winter time. This is their winter. It's their Capricorn kind of energy time. So the earth is at 7 degrees Capricorn, and he's tilling the soil for the upcoming full moon, super full moon in Capricorn. So we want to pay attention to what the earth is doing under this new moon. Okay, so the earth is celebrating the joy of wisdom that comes from living a good life in harmony with nature. And what do those rabbits do? They are living the good life. And how they're doing it, or why they're doing it, is they want to be in greater harmony with nature, meaning their natural being within. It's about spreading joy and happiness and laughter to those around you. So the Sabian symbol at 7 Capricorn is bluebirds singing happily in a house. This is happiness. Music is the agent of change. Singing, music, it lightens up your mood, and then when you offer it to another, it lightens their mood too. So think positive thoughts and be open to being more accepting of others. Listen to the birds in the early morning to hear what messages they're bringing you from their morning songs. Isn't that cool? So I found this pretty picture of Alice in Wonderland because it kind of gave me that Victorian rabbit feeling. All right, so let's go back to the chart and see what else we can discover. So we've got as a reminder, 7 degree moon and sun in Cancer, empowered by the black moon Lilith, our shadow repression of our fears and anxieties, of our emotional body around neglect and abandonment, and control of our, which results in having to control our outer world, because our inner world was damaged in childhood. That's squaring Jupiter in Aries, your divine I am presence, that's expanding this power of allowing things to blow through, allowing yourself to open up and really focus on letting things shift and change. Neptune is going retrograde tonight at midnight, and that's in harmony with the South Node in Scorpio, and Vesta pulling in Neptune's influence as it comes into trine with the new moon and sun and Lilith. And that's about refreshing the psyche and going on a journey now through December. Okay, anything else we can discover? We got Mercury in Gemini, so he's happy in his own sign. So stay curious, get into that wonderment of the child's mind. The magical child wants to be birthed through this lunar cycle. We got Venus with her twin This to me is a very psychic Eros energy. It's also at 7 degrees. So that is indicating that lucky number 7. You got lots of 7s here. Maybe you should play the lotto. I don't know. Jackpot 777. And let's see, we've got a sextile. We've got the Uranus changing signs, so it'll be 17 for a while. We've got Pluto square Mars right now. So that's that fueling that, you know, the government, the Supreme Court, the youth, everybody getting up in arms. But Mercury, or Mars rather, will be moving towards Uranus at the end of July. So we want to, you know, be checking in with our Mars energy. He's more subdued when he gets to Taurus, but what's beautiful about Mars and Taurus, and this really speaks to the Sabian symbol for the Cancer new moon, is he likes to be well dressed. So I'm really thinking to cool the Mars power and really ground it in sensibility. Gotta be well dressed. Okay, well dressed. I think that's cool. We got a Mercury trying a Saturn retrograde. Yeah, but I think the big hot spot is Pluto square Mars, Jupiter square the new moon and sun. Like really, and then look at the Neptune retrograde, because in Neptune retrograde is a time when, you know, things get reversed and murky and hard to see, and you got to feel your way through. That's why the black moon is saying, let's do the work now. So when the outer collective proverbial shit hits the fan, you've got a really good positive anchor already instilled. You're reconnected to your spiritual beliefs. You've got your positive energy flowing. You know what's going on. You got your emotional body healed. You got the ancestors' wisdom, the ancestors' protection. When all that other stuff wants to like go wonky in the collective, you're like, okay. You're not charging down to your protest. You're like, okay. Ancestors, what would you do at this time? Like, I'm all at a loss for words. So those are the kinds of things when we're working and tuning in and vibing and harmonizing and merging with the planetary forces. We can apply all of that to what's happening at ground level in 3D and have a really different opportunity to tune in at a whole other level and bring on that beautiful collective universal ancestral wisdom into the movie set now, and really change what's possible and what the outcomes could be. Because why? We are focusing on our chosen reality, and I'll bet my bottom dollar that your chosen reality is pretty darn awesome. Okay, thanks so much for gathering together and taking a look at the new moon. This is your time to set intentions. I am going to post a new moon ritual ceremony for the community that I'm going to be starting with this new moon. And I'll post it and a link if you want to join in the love offering. But what I'm going to do is take your new moon intentions. You'll send it to me. I'll put them all on a piece of paper and I'll print it out. And then we sing it into existence with the crystal bowls. And then I'm going to change its molecular composition by setting it on fire to release it to the universe. And then I'm going to take the ashes, mix it with soil, and plant a plant for all of us to grow those dreams. And of course, I'll be cultivating it. I'll be tuning it. I'll be loving it and sharing pictures of the plant as it grows your dreams. So you'll find out more about how to join in that tomorrow. And of course, you can let me know if you have any questions. So it'll be similar to the puja, just with singing bowls and a different kind of opportunity to connect with each other and do something special with the power of the group force field. Hi, Linda Light, welcome. I love my Ultra Virgo BFF soul sister, always comes in with the witty question. She wants to know, will there be naked dancing at this new moon ritual? Now, I think you're confusing that with the full moon ritual. Sorry, no naked dancing under the dark moon. But, you know, that might be actually a better time to do it because it's dark out. But you're more than welcome to do naked dancing. Did Sean ask that? Now that I think about it, I think that's a Sean question. Sean can lead the naked dancing. Hi, Adriana. Welcome. So nice to have you here. Ooh, June's gonna be dancing in the rain. Ooh, dancing in the rain. Lucky you. I want some rain here in the Bay Area. At the summer rain, I bet. 3 bottles of wine and we ask crazy questions. 3 bottles of wine? Oh my God, you two are so cute. Well, I'm so happy you're together to celebrate the new moon. Set your intentions, your dreams, your goals. We should meet up, Shanna. Oh yeah, that'd be fun, Mary. Totally. You live in the Bay Area, right? I think you do. That would be fun. All right, well, I will let you all go because I know you're busy. You got to get in and do those new moon intentions and wishes. Oh, Linda Light, use your full moon paper. I'm sure you already got it like on the clipboard, but just in case. Karen will be gardening. Hi, Karen. Oh, I was gardening in the rain yesterday. Ooh, nice. I like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mary, you're in Sacramento. Oh, Sacramento. That's not too far, but you're from the Bay Area. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, if I'm ever in Sacramento, I will let you know. And then, of course, if you're down here, let me know. You're so welcome, June and everyone. Thanks for being here. And yeah, so tonight, say hi to Neptune and the ancestors before you go to bed. Wake up, refreshed, ready to go. Set your new moon intentions tomorrow. And if you'd like to join in the new moon ritual with me, you're more than welcome. And Linda's parting words are, full moon papers are the best. Yes, they are. Excited for the new moon in Cancer ritual. Thank you. Love the crystal bowls. Aw, yes, you're so good at playing them. I can't wait till you visit. We'll play them together. Linda, I remember when Linda, we were on the boat. I'll leave you with the final story. We were on the boat in Hawaii in 2011, and I had lugged all the Lex Lightnings and my Tibetan crystal bowl or singing bowls, and suckers were heavy. And at the airport, she's like, "What the hell do you have in your luggage?" Of course, I had the Tibetan bowls and I was over the weight limit. I hadn't traveled in a while. She's super traveler, world traveler. And so anyway, so we were on the boat and I had brought the Tibetan bowls and we were way out in off the coast of Kona and the Big Island. So we were doing deep water at that point with the pilot whales. And it was like so beautiful. And it was early in the morning. And so I gave everybody got a ball. And of course, I just start playing them because I'm just excited. And Linda's like, wait, Pisces rising. She's like, wait, soft. We have to do it softly, quiet. And I'm like, oh, you're right. Right. So we played really quietly and she hit the bowl so soft, so love. And it just like created this beautiful hello that was soft because the pilot whales are so sensitive and so ancient. And they just came to the boat and they hung out and we played for them and everything was bliss. So that's how Linda Light plays the bowls. She's so good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the pilot whale story. More to come. But yes, if you got a bowl, definitely play it under the new moon. New moon loves it. It's such a serenade to the stars, to the plants, to the birds and the trees. Okay, everybody have a beautiful evening. Thanks so much for joining. Lots of love to Sean and Linda in North Carolina. Enjoy your wine and your full moon paper. And see you Wednesday night. I'll have an update on what's happening in the cosmos tonight. Bye for now.